Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to solve some basic linear equation using some of the properties of real numbers that I showed you in my previous video, in which I review most of the properties of real numbers. Okay, so here we have an equation to solve. 5 times 3x minus 1 plus 2 equals to 12x plus 6. Okay, so in order for us to solve for x here, we need to isolate x on one side by itself. So really that's what we're doing, okay? So the first thing to do here, we can use the distributive property of right here. I said distributive property, so we distribute the 5 here, okay? So now when we distribute, we have 5 times 3x, which is 15x, minus 5 times negative 1, which is negative 5, plus 2, equals to 12x plus 6. Remember, in this case, you have to combine like terms, right? So in this case here, these two are like terms, so I can combine them. So therefore, I have 15x. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3, equals to 12x plus 6. Again, what I can do here, remember the goal is to solve for x, so I'm isolating x. So I will have to subtract 12x on both sides, because I want x on the left here. Subtracting 12x, okay. Doing that, I'll have 15x minus 12x, so this is 3x minus 3 equals to these two terms are canceled out. 12x minus 12x equals to 6, okay? Then you add 3 to both sides because there's no, this is not an x term, so I have to, it's a constant, so I have to move it to the right here, okay? So now this is canceled out. I have 3x equals to 6 plus 3, which is 9. Okay, so easily I can solve for x here by dividing both sides by 3. Okay, 3 is canceled out here, therefore x is 3. So this is your answer. X is equal to 3. So this is just us solving this equation just by using some basic properties of real number. Okay, so this is how you solve this problem. How about another one just to show you? Let's see if we can solve another one here. So how about this one? If I tell you to solve, and you have 5 over 2x, so 5 over 2x, okay, minus 1, equals to 3 over 2x, 3 over 2x minus 4. All right, so how about this one? Well, we solve them the same way. You see you have fractions here, fractional form. So if you're not too comfortable with fractions, you can refer to another video of mine in which I showed you how to deal with fractions. Okay, again, I'm trying to solve for x, so I'm going to try to isolate x. All right, so as I said, I'm going to try to move 3 over 2x to the left, okay? And I subtract here because it was a positive here. I need to cancel it out, so that's why I subtract. Put the opposite, okay? So I'm going to subtract 3 over 2x on this side as well. Therefore, we're going to end up with what? 5x, so this is like, this is 5x over 2. Negative 3x over 2, so 5, the same denominator, 2 and 2, so you can just combine the top. So it's 5 minus 3, which is 2, and you keep the denominator as 2. Okay, 5 minus 3 is 2, so 2x over 2. Okay, all right, minus 1 equals to, now this is canceled out, equals to negative 4. All right, then 2 divided by 2, you know that's 1. All right, so it's just x, 1x or just x, minus 1 equals to negative 4. Then you don't want the 1 here, because it's not a like term when comparing to the x here. So you have to add 1 to both sides. So I can move it to the left, to the right. Therefore, this is canceled out. So I have x equals to -4 plus 1. -4 plus 1 is -3. Okay? -4 plus 1, -3. So this is your answer here. All right? Once you have x by itself, you're done solving it. So this is how you solve sample equations, just, by using some sample basic properties of real numbers. All right, let's see if I can try other ones here, just to show you. All right, let me see this one here. Okay, let's say we have another one here. Let me just separate this. So let's say you need to solve this one, and it's 9 times 5 minus x equals to -3x. So again, the idea here is to solve for x, right? So we will have to distribute here, okay? If we distribute, we'll have 9 times 5, which is 45, minus 9 times x, which is -9x in this case, equals to -3x, all right? Then if I'm solving for x, I need this on the other side, so I can add, because it's a subtraction here, so I can add 9x just to move it over to combine with the other term, like term, I'm saying, plus 9x. Okay, then this is canceled out. It's then 45 equals to -3x plus 9x is 6x. Okay, then from here, what do? Remember, I'm solving for x. So this is a multiplication, so I have to divide here by 6, both sides by 6. And therefore, this is now x equals to 45 over 6. Now, 45 over 6 is actually reducible, right? We can reduce that fraction. You can always try to do that. We can reduce the fraction by 3, right? Because 3 goes into 45 15 times, right? 15 times. And 3 goes into 6 2 times. So 15 over 2 is actually your answer for this one. Okay? So as you can see, it's not that bad. It's very easy for you to do. You just need to make sure you isolate x. Either you put x on the left or you put x on the right. But the key is for you to isolate x. So you isolate to solve for x. All right? So now let's see if we can get another one, a different one here. All right? Let's try the last one here. I want to show you. So this is just solving equations, basic equations, linear equations, and one variable. So now this, let's say we had to solve this one here. 2 times, so 2 times a plus 3 divided by 3, okay, equals to 6a plus 2, okay, equals to 6a plus 2. Now, what you have here, if you need to solve for a, the variable, all you have to do here is, for example, as you can see here, you have a denominator here, so you may want to get rid of it. Well, one thing you can do, in this case, since it's only one denominator, 3, it would be that LCD. You could use it and multiply both sides by it, just to make sure you get rid of it here. And once you do that, that would eliminate this, the denominator. So it becomes, it would be canceled out. So now just 2a plus 3, because when multiplied by 3 here, it will cancel this other 3 out. All right, so you don't have to write it anymore. It's canceled out. Now equals to, now for this one, you have to distribute. It has to go like this, okay? Remember, when you multiply here, since there's a 3 in the denominator, it's canceled out. But since here there's nothing in the denominator, you have to distribute. So it's 3 times 6, which is 18, 18a, plus 3 times 2, which is 6, okay? So now what you have here, on this side also you need to distribute, right? So you have 2a plus 2 times 3, 6, equals to 18a plus 6, okay? Now, subtract 6 from both sides because I'm trying to isolate. When I do that, I'll have 2a. This is canceled out, equals to, now 2a equals to 18a. Now this is canceled out as well. Now, remember, we're trying to move things, same terms, like terms to the same side. So I'm going to have to subtract. You could either subtract 18a or you could move this to the right or this to the left, however you want to do it. But in this case, I'm moving the 18a to the left. So I'm subtracting 18a from both sides, ending here with negative 16a, okay, because that's 2a minus 18a equals to 0, okay, cancelled out, so equals to 0. Then you divide both sides by negative 16, all right, negative 16, which means that a cancels 16, negative 16 here. A is equal to 0 divided by negative 16 is 0, okay? So this is your answer, all right? So as you can see, you just need to make sure you isolate the variable you need. That's all you have to do. Make sure you isolate the variable, all right? So this is what we have here. This is how you solve linear equations and one variable, all right? Thank you.